There we are. The typewriter is all you claimed it to be. As this letter demonstrates, even a novice like myself is able to use it. The enclosed check confirms our decision to purchase the machine. Yours faithfully, Alan Roll, Director, Roll and Thompson Company Limited. How's that for an amateur typist, Tony?
You get better every day, Alan. I can't get the hang of it myself, even on our brand new latest model.
Well, we've only had it for a week, Tony. You'll soon pick it up.
Well, Miss Flynn should be back before long. She can't have the flu forever. And being without a secretary is a confounded nuisance. Good thing you managed to master those keys, or we never got any correspondence done. I'm sorry you've had to do almost every letter, Alan. I haven't typed a single word today.
Well, now's your chance. I'll pop out into the main office and tell old Wilson to make us some tea. But meantime, you can knock out the last letter. It's to Yock and Company.
Oh, yes, the late delivery query. I should be able to cope with that, even with one finger.
Oh, here you are, Wilson. Put the kettle on, will you? Mr. Thompson's just finishing. What on earth? An explosion! Wilson, quickly! But it's impossible, Inspector. The typewriter fixed to explode, a detonator and dynamite hidden inside.
That's how it happened, no doubt about it. Who stands to gain by Thompson's death?
Well, myself, I suppose. Tony and I held a partnership insurance on each other's lives. Well, it's the usual arrangement with a two-man business. That's funny, isn't it, Inspector?
Funny, Mr. Rowe?
Well, don't you see? Thompson's been murdered. I collect quite a tidy sum of money, making me the logical suspect, yet I'm the only person who couldn't possibly be the guilty party.
Good point, Mr. Rowe. You'd been using the typewriter consistently yourself. Mr. Wilson's statement made that quite clear.
It gives me the shivers every time I think of it. Poor old Tony only took over to bash out the last letter. Before that, I'd been hammering the machine for hours. It's a miracle it didn't blow me to pieces.
A miracle, perhaps. Or could it be that, like a good Boy Scout, you were very careful not to use the wrong word, Mr. Rowe?
Oh, I wondered how long it'd take you to trot out that theory, Inspector. I suppose you mean I cunningly wired the typewriter so that only a certain series of letters, struck in a specific order, one after the other, would set off the detonator.
Mr. Rowe, that machine was rigged to kill your partner. A certain word triggered the detonator. Only two people know what that word was.
Two people, Inspector?
The murderer and Thompson.
Well, in that case, Inspector, you haven't much hope of solving the crime, have you? The murderer isn't likely to tell you what the word was, is he? And even a police inspector would find it rather difficult to question Tony Thompson.
Very true. But I don't think it'll be necessary to question anyone, Mr. Rowe. I'm charging you with the murder.
Arrest me for the murder? You're bluffing.
Unfortunately for you, I'm not. The police laboratory won't find it so difficult to reconstruct the typewriter. Now I can tell our experts what to look for, the fatal word. The word you knew Thompson was sure to use at the foot of his letter. His Christian name, Tony.